guys, welcome back to Astroways Forecast 2025. Finally, we have Pisces. The last but not least, Pisces. How can it put you guys on the last position? That is so unfair. You always have to wait such a long time for a forecast. But you know what? Because Pisces are very patient people. You have all the patience in the world to wait for things. You rarely complain. You're such nice, easygoing and relaxed people. Last year, 2024, Pisces may experience some problem solving. Some problems might be for ages before, might be some old relationship issues, or some finance, like someone owed you money a long time ago, or it might be some old health issues, some chronic health issues that you finally had enough of it. You finally wanted to solve those problems. And even if you didn't want to solve the problems, but in some way they forced you to solve them, forced you to face them, look into how to solve them for good. And take your time as well, because you have enough of time to find the best solution for it. This year is the same. See if you can dive deeper into the core issue of the problems and pull the illness from the root altogether. You can go in slow pace, and when it comes to the second half of the year is when all the fun starts. You'll be so busy starting from July. So make sure you relax when you have time in the first half of the year and be more prepared for the second half and even the upcoming year. So what's going to happen in the second half of the year? First, you may find yourself lifting some control or boundaries. Some rules you've been following, all of a sudden you realize, what's the point of limiting yourself so much while I can have so much fun doing stuff I've never done before? So here you have to be careful. You might find people around you trying to get you into some kind of an addiction to have more fun. Make sure you don't follow those people if it's not necessary. And don't get into whatever addiction they want you to get into. It might not be good for you in the long term. And some might damage you financially. So make sure you have a clear mind on that one. But even if nobody is trying to get you into some bad habits, you may still want to spend money in a more luxury way. You may want to go on some relaxed holiday, stay in a 5-star, book some spa sessions. You want to treat yourself. And sometimes you might overspend on this. So make sure you put money in a safe place and always keep a clear mind. Don't easily get persuaded to spend massive amount of money. If you want to invest, try to do big decisions in the beginning of the year rather than later. Once you've settled with your finance situation, chill out in the second half of the year and only spend what you can afford. Apart from finance, in the second half of the year, you may find changes in your family or your living environment. You may move to a different place, or your family members might be moving in and out that potentially affects you in both good way and bad way. You might find yourself a bit difficult to settle down in this new change. But don't worry, just take your time. No one can adapt that quick, especially a big change in the living environment. So Pisces, this year is a bit different and slightly complicated for you. If you are a young Pisces, or if you are a parent and you have a Pisces kid, just a kind heads up. I'm not saying that it will happen to all Pisces, because everyone's natal chart is different and some might be affected. If you have young Pisces in your family, make sure you keep an eye out on who they hang out with and what kind of influence that person might bring. Make sure they don't get into any unnecessary addiction like alcohol or other things. And make sure you set a limit on the credit cards that you give them. Other than that, enjoy your year. Okay guys, that's all for Pisces. If you want to have your annual chart reading with me, you can email me at astroways.info@gmail.com. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about metaphysics, please subscribe my channel and I'll keep you updated.